Today I want to talk about the Infj and the beast within. Okay, what I mean by that, people, is basically, remember that old show, The Incredible Hulk? Must have seen that, heard that story. Dr. David Banner. He accidentally gave himself an overdose of gamma radiation. And what happened was when he got excited, when he got full of anxiety, rage, fear, whatever, he would change physically. He would change into the Hulk. Yeah, he'd rip out of his clothes and he'd turn green and he'd be that raging giant that would just kind of be out of control. Right. Well, quite a scene, wasn't it? Well, you know what? David Banner also knew what he had, and he couldn't control it. He couldn't remove it, so he had to avoid people. He became a drifter. He became kind of a recluse. He drifted from town to town, state to state, and being undetected until he could control this raging beast within him. He had to avoid people as much as he could. Now, INFJs have a certain beast within that they keep in a psyche locked up in their own little prison, their own little locked cell in their back of their mind. Now, through their life, they can control it pretty well, but it's always there. They know they have this in them, but usually they don't like to see it come out. But in certain situations, they will unleash this beast, and it usually has to do with something like, let's say, somebody's being abused or neglected, either themselves or somebody else. Maybe somebody's in danger, somebody's in crisis, somebody's being abused, attacked, mistreated by somebody else. Maybe it's a narcissist that's just abusing somebody. Now, they'll release that beast, and depending on the level of what they need, they will release it. And usually it's a dark side that comes out, and it can be very verbal and actually psychological, or it can actually turn physical depending on the situation. And usually this beast is relentless and fearless as it's out. Now, usually the INFJ, when they go through that, when they calm down after that, they're very, very sorry that it happened. They don't like to see this come out, and it only comes out under extreme circumstances when they have to. But it's usually because justice or helping somebody else in an extreme way was necessary. Yeah, okay. Now, usually the old saying is, you got to watch out for those quiet ones. Yeah, those are the ones. Well, it applies to the INFJ. They're typically a quiet type that's kind of stays in the background. But yeah, you got to watch out because that they have this within them. But trust me, it's only under extreme situations they use it. All right. Well, thanks.